What more do you want from me? Well, we would love for you to pay child support, and we would like for you to pay your ex-wife's lawyer's fees since you keep having us come back to court because you don't want to do what I done told your ass to do.
My friend and my family.
Hold up, y'all. Child, let's pull him on the screen, y'all. Let's put him on the screen. Okay, he went and got his Alibaba shirt and a scully cap to put on. You know what I'm saying? I pray for that young girl that he's laying up with, sucking her, dry with his worms.
Attorney Benjamin Crump to join me. I'm asking Ambassador Andrew Young, the ex-mayor of Atlanta, and one of my nearest beloved brothers and friends to meet me. I'm asking Martin Luther King III, my brother, to meet me in the...
Why do you want these black people to come and meet you down to the courthouse? What they supposed to do about your child support situation? You niggas really have a lot of fucking gall. A lot of, entitlement about yourself. That you think that you so fucking special. That you the onlyest one that shouldn't have to pay their child support. You should be able to use your access to certain people to try to get you out of having to pay child support. Am I to believe that? Are you using the access so that you don't have to pay the child support for the baby? Like, I really can't stand you niggas because you have the money. Y'all, he has the money. Tyrese done been in umpteen $1 million fucking Fast and Furious movies. And you mean to tell me you couldn't get his lady her money? Oh, I already know that didn't nobody show. We gonna get to it.
That's what I want.
Hold up, y'all.
And I want this man to do exactly what he's there to do on that bench. According to the law. That's all. You know what else I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask...
What else you going to ask,
Tyrese? All of the other judges and anybody who can step in and help me out to do a specific review. Pull up all the transcripts for every father that Judge Farmer has ever had to be on the bench for. And I want you to pull up the transcripts and really pick up and point out his conduct. A friend and my family, attorney Ben.
Hold up, y'all.
Cameras, and you can document everything that's going to be discussed. Because this is all public record and public knowledge, there's nothing confidential about our case. It's all very public. We are going to be discussing Samantha's motion for contempt because she's in contempt of court. We're going to be discussing Special Master's motion for contempt. We're also going to be
Why he put the white man voice on?
Motion for attorney's fees. And we're also going to be discussing my motion for attorney's fees. You were supposed to pay for your own attorney since you want to argue about the validity of our court case and our marriage and our prenuptial agreement. Yeah, 22. That way you can set up cameras and you...
Okay. So he wanted to make a public spectacle, and it was because he was dog whistling to all of you black men that don't like to financially provide for y'all's children because one, y'all are stingy, and two, if you're not fucking the mama no more, then you feel like the children shouldn't really be your responsibility, and really is because you want to get back at the mom. You want to put the mom in a position where she has no choice but to come back to you. You want to put her in a situation where she feels like it may be in her best interest to just go ahead and get back with you. Hold up, y'all, because I'm about to find the other one. I think that's why. I think that's why y'all don't want to take care of y'all kids. I think that's why y'all make it so hard, because y'all are just trying to get back at the women who don't want to be with y'all anymore because y'all spend a lot of time mistreating those women. And this is what I'm talking about. Makes no fucking sense. This is TMZ, y'all. Tyrese Gibson says he can pay the more than $500,000 for child support. So he can pay it. And his ex-wife's lawyers. But he still thinks the judge did him dirty, and that's why he's going to keep fighting it in court. Tyrese laid it all out Wednesday at LAX, one day after he was ordered to pay $636,000. Hold up. Let me pause this because he was at the airport. With $237,000 going to his ex-wife Samantha Lee Gibson for back child support, and $399,000 going to her attorneys. And see, he was talking about because she was arguing the validity of their prenuptial agreement, but your prenup ain't got nothing to do with child support. And that's what a lot of you niggas don't understand. Y'all don't want to pay these women spousal support, even if that's what they're owed. You don't want to give them that. But if they have children for you, then you have to pay for your children financially. And you hate that the courts make you do that. You don't want to be made to take care of your children. No, you want to be able to use what you do have to hurt the mom in any capacity. Okay? Tyrese, he's got no doubts that he can cover the steep feet and confirms he'll always support his kids, but insists he won't be taking this ruling lying down and instead plans to appeal it. And this is why I feel like he should pay the court fees, because you could have simply just paid the money. You have back child support. This ain't even like ongoing child support. This is back child support. So you're the one responsible for y'all being back in court, which is why you should have to pay, because it seems as if, and a lot of men like to do this, they will like prolong court proceedings, hoping that the woman will run out of money so that they can just win because they have money and they can continue to pay for the lawyer. They're hoping to drain her pockets in the process of arguing everything and kind of pushing her into a corner. So she's either going to say, never mind, okay, or she's going to run out of money and not be able to take care of the bill. So I think that's what I think he was trying to do. And the judge saw that, and the judge was like, no, you're going to pay the back child support you owe, and you're going to pay the lawyer's fees for us having to come back here, because you could have just simply paid the $10,000 a month when it was ordered last August. Okay. He was held in contempt Tuesday in court. He even ripped Judge Farmer on social media ahead of the hearing, and the judge certainly clapped back, at least financially, with his ruling. But Tyrese says he's not worried about the money. He's purely out for what's right. I don't believe that. But let's hear what he has to say.
What's your reaction to the number the judge put on you? It's a big number, you know? How you holding up?
I'm inspired. It's not about me. What just happened today happens every day in the family law court system.
Okay.
Fathers have no rights, period. So the bigger the ass whooping that I get in court, the more it's going to shed light on what has been happening since the beginning of time. This is not about me.
Since the beginning of time? Since the beginning of time? My nigga, there hasn't been child support since the beginning of time. Let's look it up. I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna have to stop Tyrese right here. When did child support begin in the United States? The first federal legislation on private child support was enacted in 1950. 1950. That wasn't even that long ago. I feel like the nigga might have been alive. State welfare agencies were required to notify law enforcement officials when a child receiving AFDC benefits had been deserted or abandoned, because y'all like to desert and abandon the children. Okay, that's what y'all like to do. Let's see. Oh, this seems interesting. So this is what I do understand. There are some situations where men over the years may not have been able to afford certain child supports. I don't believe that. But what I have seen over the years, I've seen men not work on purpose so that they don't have to give, so they're not being recorded making a certain amount of money because they don't want to give it. I know men who have a whole bunch of money and don't want to provide for their child the way they did when they were married to the mother, but because the mother doesn't want to be with them anymore, they no longer want to financially support their child to the same degree. And it's so that they can make the mom feel bad because she left or because she doesn't want to be with him anymore. That's what this is about. So for him to dog whistle and say that this is about fathers, it's like, I really wish that you would stop acting like most of these niggas have your money, or most of these niggas really want their kids. Most men is not going to court about their kids. They not. Even like a lot of them will say, oh, you know, she don't even let me see him. And people will be like, well, you know, you got to go down there to the courthouse and telling people that she's not letting you see the kid. I don't want to do it. I ain't trying to go talk to them people. I've had that conversation with so many black men when it pertains to their kids. If the woman is doing wrong, you can get the courts to make her do what you want her to do. But y'all don't be willing to do all of that. Y'all don't want to do all of that. The women, on the other hand, don't have a fucking choice because they're the ones responsible for raising the child. $10K is not a lot. $10K a month is not a lot of money, y'all. It's a lot of money for people that don't make a lot of money, but Tyrese makes millions of dollars making movies. And he's been doing that for the past, 25 years? He was married to that woman. We're not even talking about alimony. We're talking about back child support. The amount of money that you were already supposed to pay that you have not paid. You would rather pay your lawyers more money. You would rather pay your lawyers all of this money than to just give this woman the back child support for your child. That's insane to me. And then to say that, oh, she makes a good living. So fucking what? Does that mean you're not financially responsible for the kid because she makes good money? What? That's not how any of this works. I know y'all refuse to accept this, but sperm and egg make child. So sperm and egg are both equally responsible for child's life once it gets here. That's how that works. In this society, it has obviously been put heavily on women. Understandably, the woman got the vagina. Okay, fine. But when you actually have money and you would rather get online and do all of this, it gives crazy. It gives no wonder Taraji wasn't trying to fuck with you when y'all did Baby Boy. Because we was all like, they so cute. Child, Taraji said, child, hell to the nah. He had Benihana set up in his backyard. Like, let me finish reading this, y'all. Oh my. Oh no, let him finish talking with his dumb ass. I'm sorry, y'all.
I will never not take care of my daughters. Whether I'm with their mother or not, I will never not. But it's not okay to call us deadbeat dads when we're hustling, grinding, traveling, doing whatever it takes to put food on the table and take care of our families, which will cause us naturally to be physically away from our kids, and then that get used against us in court.
It's not used against you in court. Tyrese, let me explain. As you said, you're not there because you're working. So, because you're not there in time and energy, you have to be there financially. That's how it works. If the mother is the one that is primarily responsible for the child, then yes, you have to give her money to offset what you're not there to give. I don't understand. My daddy told my mom at court, I'd rather go to jail than to give my mom money for back child support. He asked the judge, can he give me the back child support because I'm grown with kids? Child, I'm sorry, girl, that was your daddy. Oh my God. Tyrese is absolutely narcissistic. And 10K is too much. If you can't afford the child, hand it over. And that's the point. But that's the point, though. That's the point. She doesn't need 10K from him because she can't afford to take care of her child. Do y'all not understand how this works? He has to pay 10K because that's how much money he makes. Like the amount that he has to pay in child support is based off of how much money he makes, not how much money she doesn't make. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. And there are a lot of y'all that's not making 10K a month. So we not talking to y'all. Pay your little $100 and something to your children and please stay in your lower tax bracket lane. But this nigga can afford to pay the $10K. And that's why he should have just paid it. But he didn't. He wanted to fight and be an asshole about it. And now he owes even more money. And now he wants to continue to fight it. He's going to end up having to pay his lawyers more money than he would have to give her. That doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't even make any sense.
Because the mother may be more available than you.
And nobody's calling you a deadbeat because the mother's more available. But every time we see you on live with your little girlfriend that's old enough to be your child, where's the babies? Where's the daughters? With their mama? Oh, all right then. What are you talking about? Who cares if somebody called you a deadbeat? If you're not a deadbeat, then pay and shut the fuck up.
And then, when you don't have a job, when you're struggling and you're trying to pull it together, independent of a pandemic, we get emasculated when we're at home and we're out of a job. So at the end of the day...
So rich ass Tyrese was talked bad to because of the pandemic. He's really using, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, none of the shit that Tyrese is saying has happened to him. He's using examples of the shit that men say to make excuses for why they haven't been parents to their kids. This is all the excuses that are made. And he's just pulling out all of these excuses as if it's his situation. But if you were just in a pandemic and you weren't working, then why couldn't you spend time with your kids? Make it make sense.
He just pulled out the biggest light imaginable on him, his conduct, him literally making up things on the...
You're delusional, but we're going to keep going.
What he did as a sitting judge was literally abuse of power, egregious, and all the above. And that's it, man. There is no such thing as a little boy or little girl without at some point mommy and daddy getting together to make a decision. So...
What are you talking about?
Because I believe that there's going to be a law, multiple laws in place in the city of Atlanta that will refer to Gibson and Gibson. Your Honor, that's wrong. Gibson and Gibson, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be able to make reference to case law pertaining to what's going to happen. And I'll do whatever it takes and I'll spend whatever it takes to turn this all around.
So you going to spend whatever amount of money instead of just giving your ex-wife her lawyer's fees and the back child support you owe, so that you can make it so that men don't have to be financially responsible for their kids. Like, I'm trying to understand, what is the end goal here, Tyrese? What's the end goal here? Case law to defend against what? Paying child support? You think that they're going to create case law so that you don't have to pay child support? Is that what you think, sir? Oh, okay. Listen, if the rich white men can't do it, because they don't be liking to pay child support sometimes either. If they can't do it, why do you think you can? If y'all don't pay for y'all kids, the government a lot of the times has to take up that fee.
Not just on behalf of my daughters, but on behalf of every father who cannot afford proper representation or have any type of voice. So I'm not thinking about me. I'm really, really passionate about this. And just maybe God has created all these bad, perfect storms and scenarios for me to be a part of affecting change.
It seems odd that the lawyer gets more money than your child.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's $500,000
to the lawyer.
I had a prenuptial agreement. That's 2 law firms representing Samantha. The one and only check that she cut was 2.5 years ago for 70.
Sir, your prenup does not mean you don't have to pay child support. What's wrong with him?
$500. And they just said, you don't have to pay us anything else because they were banking on a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Well, your lawyers are making a pot of gold off of you. What are you talking about, Tyrese?
I'm going to do whatever it takes to turn it all around.
All right, last question, man. Look, you got to pay by May 15th. Is that, you're going to appeal that? You're fighting that, obviously.
We're going to do whatever it takes. I can't go into any more specifics. I've shared all that I could share.
Sure.
But you know, it's we're in a place, man, and that's it.
Are you prepared to pay it if you have to?
I could afford to pay what they're asking me to pay.
Sure.
But it doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right. Shit playing. Hold up. This is him in court.
And
Hold up.
we also we're hoping to accomplish shedding light on Samantha Gibson making well over $100,000 a year outside of what I make per year, and the necessary needs of the actual child are beyond met.
No, I understand. And you're aware that if you pay these amounts and then the Court of Appeals reverses it, you don't get your money back.
I am well aware of it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want the court to consider you paying it into a bond so that in the event, whatever the court rules, no one is prejudiced?
I would want to know more about what this means as far as a bond, but if I could position myself to show any intentionality to do that, if that's the final outcome, then I'll take care of it. But doing something that is beyond the scope of the law, it feels like punishment. It feels like it's just unnecessary. And if the roles were reversed, I just really feel like I wouldn't be sitting here.
If the roles were reversed, he would not be sitting there. So you believe that if you were Samantha taking care of the kids and she was out working and making millions of dollars, that she wouldn't have to pay you child support for being the primary caregiver for the children that y'all share? Because you know that that's legally not how that works, right? To me, it sounds like he's saying that because she isn't destitute, he shouldn't have to provide for the children. Girl, that wasn't the judge he was talking to either. That was his attorney. He hates women. His panties been in a bunch since she left. I feel sorry for his daughters. He just said that he missed the girl, and then got mad that the girlfriend said she like Paul Walker. I was like, nigga, you just did an interview talking about how you miss your ex-wife. Girl, like, do y'all see? This is so sad, Tyrese. This is such a turn off. This is so whack and lame. Waste of money, waste of time. Just evil. Just evil. Just want to stress the world out because you feel like doing what you supposed to do. Google Britney Spears, Tyrese. Girl, why? Forget Britney Spears and Kevin Federline. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, telling Tyrese to Google Britney Spears. Got it. Halle Berry is paying child support. And I believe she's might still be the primary parent. Okay? Yes, like, women, please stop having babies with these niggas. Please stop having babies with these niggas. Protect yourself. Just stop. Stop having babies with these niggas. Because, like, I swear to God, like, these are the type of men that just want you to get tired and just relent. And you really have to have a strong sense of self to say, no, I am not acquiescing to you. You're a fucking monster. Pay me what you owe me and go on about your way. Child Sherry Shepherd is paying child support. It's a whole bunch of women with money that pay child support. That's why I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But anyway, I see y'all keep talking about Martell, and I'm trying to understand what y'all want me to talk about Martell. Child, not me realizing that Martell is the name of a cognac. Girl, not the mama naming this boy after alcohol. Y'all go to hell. Did y'all know that Martell was the name of a cognac? A VS, a very special. Girl, don't it seem like his mama named him after that, knowing it was alcohol? I wonder if that was her favorite VSOP back in the day, because you know them old hoes love a VSOP. Girl, I did not know that Martell was an alcohol and spelled the exact same way. Child, Miss Marlene, it's your fault. Ew, it's your fault. It's your fault. Okay, hold up. Let me see. I don't know what y'all want me to talk about with Martell, but I did see some of Melody's. I saw some of Mel's stories were making their rounds on these internets. Let me see. Girl, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. It's hilarious. Ciao. Melody Holt. Okay, I used to work with a dude named Jack Daniels, and his mom was an alcoholic. Ciao. Marcel is pretty good. Ciao. Y'all better tell me about these liquors I didn't know about. Okay. Peaceful. Okay. If you were on my live, my phone died, but I enjoyed cutting up with y'all. Okay, hold up. All right. These are the stories. Let me get Tyrese up off my screen. Just making my ass itch. Go back. Stop. Pause. And get ready to talk about the last subject. Okay, so this is Mel. Mel's stories. Okay, she says some women are so comfortable with abuse from men because that's all they've ever known. Sis, you don't have to stay there. Freedom is where it's at. Peace is where it's at. Healed is where it's at. That's how I feel, girl. Okay, ain't nobody about to be dealing with no bullshit just to have a man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. It's 2023, bitch. Stand up. Stand up. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have peace. Don't stifle your favor being connected to the wrong people. Okay? So yeah. Okay, somebody sent me this and says your girl made it on Fox Atlanta this morning and posted up. Oh yeah. So Martell and Carlos was on Fox in the morning or whatever, right? I've already talked about the fact that he's not getting child support, that he was denied child support, and that their custody their custody agreement will remain the same. I already talked about that. I don't know when I talked about it, but I know I already did. You know when I probably talked about it? In my weekends on Members Only Live. That's probably why I talked about it and y'all didn't see that. But yeah, I already talked about it. Their custody battle will remain the same and he will not be getting any child support, which is, I believe, what he was trying to do. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that, nigga. You gotta be quicker than that. Yes, they say full custody was denied to Mel. So Mel didn't get full custody of the kids the way she was trying to get either. And I low-key wish that they would have just gave her full custody, because now they just put her in a situation to have to deal with him kind of retaliating against her for not getting his way. I really do feel like that's probably going to happen. Let me see if I can find Fox 5 Atlanta somewhere. Let me see if they got a clip on Fox 5 Atlanta. Y'all pray for Jamie Foxx, okay? I'm telling y'all right now, ain't nobody about to be losing Jamie Foxx. I'm worried. They said they had to revive him, y'all. I was like, Lord. Not y'all had to revive him. Girl, was he on here? Let me see. Let me search. Because the news be having a hard time getting their shit together. Hold up, Marcel Holtz. Oh, I don't see it. Did they not post it on their website? Or it was just on their morning show and they didn't post a clip? That's what y'all do. Y'all don't post a clip. Let me see. It might be on YouTube. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to find it. Make sure y'all like the video, okay? Because I've been entertaining y'all for going on 2 hours. So please do me a favor. Ooh, child. Girl, let me not get in my feelings, okay? Let me not get in my feelings. I don't see it. Either way, I might have to go and look for it somewhere else. And if I find it, then I'll talk about it in a Members Only Live. But I've been on here long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. Yeah, no, I heard about Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton had to have surgery to clear a valve in her heart. He will not get half of Sugar Mama's profits from her hair care line. Yes, that too. I really wanted to find that I really wanted to find his, his whole child. I didn't know that Carlos interviewed Tony. Girl, why? Never mind. I'ma just mind my business. Cause I don't know what's going on. And I'm not gonna act like I do. All right, y'all. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. If there's something else to talk about, I'll talk about it later. All right, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.